What's up guys, this is your breaking news stimulus check update and stimulus package update. I've got headlines, some of these things are pretty heavy. I'm just going to warn you right now, some of the headlines coming out are pretty shocking, but I'm gonna get you caught up on stimulus packages, progress and Congress stimulus checks. Let's take a look. Now first off, yesterday I'll let you know the Dems are eyeing a new deadline for budget reconciliation, a revised stimulus package known as Build Back Better, and they're doing this with Senator Joe Manchin. I'll let you know yesterday that we heard that he's on board. Joe Manchin is a yes. He's saying he's confident they are going to get it done. They're going to get through negotiations. Now the original deadline of Memorial Day, which is actually this upcoming Monday, they're not going to hit, not even close. Now also we're hearing that they've got to get something done here. Americans are fed up. Take a look at this. Majority of Americans think protecting the economy and not sanctioning Russia should be the country's top priority. I know I've heard this vocalized a lot here from the brand fam, as they're saying it took them like a couple of weeks to get out 40 billion to Ukraine. And it's been over a year since we've seen a stimulus package direct assistance going right to people to help out with our economy. But we're hearing the vast majority of people are saying we need economic assistance, bring down inflation, send out some checks, get something done here right away. And we're hearing it is very much going to be needed. Brace yourselves for this next one. This is seismic. Just 10 weeks of global wheat. The world is running out of wheat right now with the war in Russia and Ukraine. There's only 10 weeks of inventory left. Take a look at these food supply experts paint a grim global picture, and you might be thinking, okay, well, we don't have wheat, we don't have grain, we're going to be on keto diets, right? Not quite. There's going to be a lot of family across the world in places where if they don't have wheat, they don't have food. Now in addition to that, this doesn't just cover cereal, pasta, bread, things like that. This is wheat, rice, oats, cornmeal, barley, and other cereal grains. And it's gonna have a chain reaction. They're saying a lot of people are not expecting because there are 6 animals that eat primarily grain: chickens, squirrels, turkeys, moths, hamsters, ducks. All these are going to be without food as well. So that could impact poultry, that could impact eggs. There's an assortment of different things that's going to have a chain reaction if they don't get this out right away. Now they are working on it. Take a look at this. UK backs Lithuanians plan to lift Russia blockade of Ukrainian grain. They're saying, listen, we want to try to get in there, not cause any issues with Russia. We just want to get the grain get out and distribute it to the world. So that way we have these grains. Now here's the issue. They're saying this is very tricky because if anything does happen with Russia attacking them as they're trying to get the grain out, that can literally spark the world war. So very sensitive issue here. They're going to be carefully, cautiously trying to do this. I will keep you up to date here on the channel. As they're saying we only have about 10 weeks left before the world is going to be feeling the negative impacts of no grain worldwide. Now in addition to that, the war with Russia and Ukraine has exacerbating the issue with oil prices and gas prices. And take a look at this. Let me know your thoughts on the comments down below. Gas prices have soared so high that the US is now seeing demand destruction ahead of the summer driving season. We've heard 2 bills proposed for stimulus checks. We've also heard a lot of people say, what about the child tax credits? And if they can't get anything done, will President Joe Biden pass executive orders and executive actions reallocate existing funds just hissing there and untouched send down money to help out the American people? Well, that might be necessary because take a look. These Democrats are turning on each other in the primaries as Build Back Better are criminally lynchers, and they're saying they're starting to blame one another. They might see the writing on the wall and things are going down, a red wave is coming. We will see, you guys, if they're going to be able to pull it together and pass legislation to help people out. I've heard 2 different perspectives on this so far. Beto O'Rourke from Texas governor during an update on the Berkeley elementary school shooting. That devastating shooting. Our hearts go out to those that lost family members in that shooting. Absolutely devastating. And a lot of people are saying what he did right there was a good thing. Stood up to Governor Greg Abbott, said we need more gun control, and he literally said this is on your. Beto O'Rourke interrupts Valley School shooting news conference that tells the governor that this is on your policies, not protecting our children. I know there's a lot of different perspectives on the issues that took place with that shooting. And again, though our hearts prayers, our thoughts go out to the families that lost children or loved ones in that devastating massacre. Now also, we're going to be seeing what's going to happen with the unfolding of this new stimulus reconciliation bill stimulus checks. And take a look at these big numbers come out from Forbes, 40 billion. That's the size of military and humanitarian aid package for Ukraine that Biden signed last Saturday after it was overwhelmingly approved in the House and the Senate. Now the poll found that Americans are still broadly in favor of sending funds to Ukraine, with 44% supporting sending funds, 32% opposing it, and 23% saying they neither support or oppose it. Now, key background: inflation has pushed prices to their highest in 40 years across the country, driven by problems including supply chain issues, driver shortages, and soaring energy costs. Many of these issues are being driven by the pandemic as well. Climate change and the war with Russia and Ukraine, which involves some of the world's most important food and energy exporters. The US is not alone in feeling the cost of sanctions or of the war. Europe is heavily dependent on Russia's energy exports as well, and the International Monetary Fund warned in April that the global economic growth will be severely set back by the war in Russia. So this is causing major issues not just in the United States but globally. With economies, now we're going to be seeing how everybody responds to this. Right now, as I mentioned, there are two bills on the table for stimulus checks to help our Americans with food and gas. First upcoming was from the Republican representative for $1,000. This could be a fourth federal level check for everybody in the nation. I will let you know as more information comes out on this. What we're hearing is it's very likely that this is going to pick up more traction as we get closer to election. And you'll recall that those Georgia Senate runoff elections were run off of a third $2,000 stimulus check. They said if you vote for us afterwards, you will get $2,000 check, and then those $1,400 checks came out. Do you think that Congress is setting up for something like that? If you vote for us, you will get a check. Let me know your thoughts. Now also, we've had another one proposed with inflation at 40-year high, food and full family savings. That would give millions of Americans a $600 usable only for food and gas. This is coming out from the Senate. So there are bills that are hitting and we're hearing as we get closer. These are going to be picking up in traction in Congress. We're going to be seeing if they come to fruition.